Hello everybody, my name is Lu Ng. Today I'm going to walk you through my strategy. So my strategy is to calculate a divergence signal in addition to the MACD and BB for a directional strategy. So the purpose of the strategy is to make the MACD-BB strategy more robust because we will be adding this divergence signal as well. So the hypothesis is that divergence will probably add a more robust indicator to the direction of the price action. So divergence highlights a discrepancy between the prices and an indicator. Under a normal market condition, a rising price usually coincides with increasing momentum and a falling price with decreasing momentum. However, if there's a variance between the price and the indicator, a momentum indicator like MACD, this suggests the prevailing trends could be weakening. So divergence is often considered a leading signal, and a trend shift might be coming since changes in momentum usually precede shifts in price. For the purpose of this certification, we are only calculating the MACD divergence, although we could calculate other divergences as well, like RSI. So the script, of course, calculates both the MACD and BB, or rather is already there, right, in the candles TA object. But now it will calculate the divergence by looking at the MACD signal and the price. So what are the variables that the user will need to run the script? Yeah, you will have we'll need the price, the MACD, the BB. Okay, price will be there, the MACD and Bollinger Band, there's some few parameters. And for the divergence, we can set a divergence window of a certain days, where of a certain number of periods, I guess, that it must occur with, within the MACD indicator either dropping or going higher. The format, we can print out the I guess the MACD, the BB, and the price. So the logic is that when the price forms higher highs but the indicator forms lower highs, then this is considered a divergence, and this is considered a bearish divergence, meaning the trend could reverse. So the trend is going up, but the MACD is actually going down, so it could be reversal. And similarly, for a bullish divergence is where the price forms lower lows and the MACD from higher lows. So the price seems to be going down, but the indicator is going up, so it could indicate a reversal. So for the entry, we will go with the same sort of entry for the Bollinger Bands, where for the long entry where it goes below the lower Bollinger Band, and the two MACD signals would be, the MACD histogram would be positive, the MACD itself is negative, and in addition to that, there is a bullish divergence, then we go long. For short, when the price goes above the higher threshold, the MACD histogram is less than 0, the MACD itself is positive, and we have a bearish divergence, then we go short. And we'll calculate on tick and array that. So we won't be using events. Let us go look now at the code. So first we did the research notebook. So the strategy design, yeah, we just run a few of these cells. Candles data, candles plot, technical indicators. Here we calculate the divergence itself. So the MACD divergence, we have a function that calculates it. And yeah, and then we have to plot it out to have a look. So we just go down here. Let's go to the next one with the signal. So we plot it out as this arrow. Green is bullish divergence and red is bearish divergence, and then the signal here is 111 negative. So let us look at this signal 1 with a bullish divergence. So here the signal indicates 1. So this one is making a lower low, the price itself. The MACD is making a higher lows. MACD is negative. It has just turned, MACD histogram has just turned positive, hence you have a one signal to go long. So that's about something like that. And yeah, and then there's various things, yeah. So okay, then let us go to the back testing. I'll restart kernel. So this is on the WD USDT coin. Run the backtesting engine, summary. So yeah, we had a net profit and loss. And various other stuff, yeah. So yeah, I guess it shows you the profit and loss. And now we go to the code itself. So the code itself is where we update the update process data. So here you got the Bollinger Bands, MACD, but we have this additional thing for the calculating the MACD divergence. And one thing that we had to one new parameter for this would be the divergence window. I think here we are using 21. That means there's 21 periods where we look for 21 periods within the MACD making the lower low or higher lows. We look for the price making a higher high or lower lows as well. So that's an additional parameter we put in. And yeah, the rest is we have a status. This is about the same. And let us look at running it in Hummingbot. Okay, let's start this. So we have already created a config for that. We can do it again. Create controller config. MACDBB divergence, and we'll just use all the defaults here. And here we use 21 for the rolling window. And here we have already put that in the V2 controller script, so we just started. V2 controller. Oops. Config. This one. And it runs it. Yeah, so now it's signal 0. So we got to wait until the divergence occurs, so it prints out the MACD histogram Bollinger Band as well. So yeah, that's it for my strategy. Thank you.